guys, this is Orshi and I know it's really late, but this is going to be my reading about the 9th episode. I got sick, I got COVID, yay! And other things happened, so I couldn't watch the last 2 episodes when they came out. I just watched the 9th episode. I'm gonna film this, reading because it's fun like that. At least it's still fun for me. And then I'm gonna watch the last episode and hopefully film a reading tomorrow. So we can be spoilerish in the comments of this video if we want to be, but let's be respectful because other people might not had a chance to catch up with the show as well. And I honestly can't wait to do the review of the first season when I go back and check my videos and see what the cards were talking about all along the way, because I think that's gonna be the most fun. But I don't think I will have time to do that till the next week, so let's just enjoy the 9th episode, which ended with a bang, because that entrance by the dragon, and of course, as usual, I'm spoilerish as fuck, was amazing. I shouldn't be so hyping that because a lot of people died in a horrible way, but it felt justified. So that was very interesting, and I liked what they did with the queen so far. You guys might have seen the final episode, so you know where this one's coming, but I want to see what the queen has in store. Look at that, the king of coins. I felt sorry for the king. He had his purpose in a way. He uttered a misunderstood prophecy just to keep things in motion, and then died. And obviously that's why we know that he didn't mean the spoiled brat to be the king, because he was thinking that, if I understand it correctly, because a lot of things happen in this show. It's hard to keep up sometimes, but obviously he was thinking about talking to his daughter, not his wife. So there was another again. That's why the baby of those, the demon and the princess were mentioned. So we can know that, of course, it's not about this one. Prophecies are fun like that, if you think about it. Okay, so for the queen, I do appreciate that she doesn't want to kill the princess. Like, she would like to find a way. And I appreciate that she's actually grieving the king, because even though there were conflicts in that relationship and she didn't get into it on her own accord, it was her father and blah 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 blah, there were still feelings there. And I do believe that sometimes she loved him, so I can understand the grief as well. So I like and appreciate the complexity of characters in this show as well as in the previous one. King of Coins, I would say that's the king. I don't think because it could mean a stable foundation and seeing the big picture and planning on doing things for the greater good, which she embodies in a way. So it's I kind of feel like it's a mixture. The card highlighting the effect that the king's death has on her, but also that she's pretty much taking over that role, even if she doesn't want to sit on the Iron Throne, which she might be. There was no denying in when the old princess, I love these ranks, asked her if she ever imagined herself on the throne. She didn't say no, so that was kind of telling. But I think she settled for her role as the queen and what that means, and that there's a wish of the dying, or the dead king, the zombie king. So I don't think there's gonna be actually, anything like that. That comes in later in time for them, for us in the previous season. But we have also the Fool and the Page of Spears. And if you think about it, this page meant or represented the princess in previous readings. And I wasn't even thinking about that before, but now I'm thinking about it. That it could be that, she's acting like a fool in a way regarding the princess because she's hoping that there will be a bloodless solution, that, everybody can get along and her son is gonna get to be king without, conflict. That, that the relationship between the two of them, the princess and her, is gonna be an equal good relationship, and there's gonna be peace, which is very interesting. I mean, I that's her wish for sure, but it's interesting that the cups are showing that, because I don't see any relationshipy thing happening, even though Sir, let's get rid of him, Kristoff, he's really bothering me now. Ugh, he's so righteous and just, ugh. Yeah, can we kill him? I mean, Damon, can Damon kill him? Like, I hope that happens in the last episode. I know I'm horrible, but he's a slime. He's not the slimy one. The slimy one was with the food fetish was even more disgusting. But because I hate people like him. But, I don't see anything like that, like, love and a romance for the queen. It's not about that. It's about who's on the throne, how we get along, and trying to fulfill a prophecy. So I would say the fool is acting like a fool because everybody thinks she is a fool. But what's with the card? What's with the fool card is usually is that other people don't see how you are not actually a fool, but you're doing what you're supposed to do. You're finding your own path, which she is trying to do. So interesting that the cards were very positive and optimistic about the relationship with the queen and the princess all along. So it's kind of taking this one as their relationship, like they are equal, which is true, but that also means that there's respect and maybe hope, which I don't see because this show cannot end with everybody getting along. So I don't know, but it could be just that I'm projecting. Obviously it's not an actual real reading, it's just for fictional characters. But so this is for the queen for currently after the 9th episode, which I'm still just finished, so I really hate this. I loved in a really horrible way the ending, because if you have a dragon you cannot be messed with. And I really felt sorry for Damon's first wife, or I don't know if she was the first, but getting killed like that it's just, I hate how politics can have these implications and effects on people, and I don't even know why. Look at that, we have the death card. So yeah, okay, who's next? Oh, and I loved how the crowd was forced into the coronation ceremony. It wasn't like, oh, let's do this because we just having fun and we want the people to celebrate. No, it was like, you're gonna go there and we're gonna present the crowd. And I don't think they really actually care who's the heir. It's not important in a lot of ways for them. Okay, so we checked the queen. Let's check the new king. I mean, ooh, okay. The bird. Okay, finding its place. Or he was actually trying to get away, but the pirate prince had to just intervene. I do think that the pirate prince was tempted to let him go, and if Kristoff wasn't there, he would have let him get away, so to speak. But obviously, whether he wanted to be a king or not, it wasn't his decision. Ooh, look at that, the Page of Spears again. And I'm gonna stick with the theme and I'll read this as the princess. Okay, 9 of Cups. Very interesting, because, you know, the word is finding your place, actually closing off a cycle and, you know, gaining experience, which, you know, is coming for the young king. I don't know how long he's gonna be king. I don't expect him to be for a long time, but who knows. Because the princess is coming, there's gonna be obviously a conflict there. But he's gonna find his place. He's gonna find happiness in the circumstances he's gonna find himself in. I'm not saying that, you know, whether he's gonna be king or not. I'm just my guess. The cards are not saying anything about that. They're just saying that he's gonna find an inner peace or acceptance with the position he was put in. But, you know, we have the Page of Spears here, so it's interesting. I'm quite curious if this, you know, finding acceptance is gonna come before meeting the princess and, you know, things, or accepting the position that, you know, there's gonna be some conflict and, you know, having the acceptance towards that. Interesting. Okay, I don't care about the pirate prince for right now. He's like Joffrey and all the other, you know, like minded sociopath, I would say. He's a psychopath. Yeah, no, there's no real difference, and there's no clinical difference, and I'm not diagnosing a fictional character for real, but he's cruel. No one wants him to be king. Please don't. He needs therapy, nothing more. Yeah, Ace of Spears, which is the battle card. Let's see what Kristoff has in store. I want to see the Tower and that for him. I'm sorry, or maybe not that, because it's a good card. Let's see the Ten of Swords. Can we get the Ten of Swords for him? I really don't like him, as you can tell. It's funny how I was like, oh, he's so cute. And he was with the princess in the beginning, and oh, how the turntables turned. But let's see. I mean, can we get some cards? Okay. We have a 6 of Spears, a 7 of Spears, and even though, you know, the Spears are wands, the 6 of Wands or 6 of Spears is victory and, you know, being victorious and celebrated, but it's in the short term. It's not a celebration that means that you won the war. It's just that you won a battle and other people are celebrating you, and he's pretty much at the top of his game right now. But I also can't help to see that, you know, Daenerys is in the card, so, you know, it could be the princess coming back. No, it's just, I'm just saying, because we have the 7 of Wands here, protecting yourself, because other people are trying to, you know, get rid of you, and there's gonna be some movement against him, I think, as well. Not just because I want that to happen. 10 of Cups. I wanted the other 10. I don't want him to be happy. I'm so sorry, but I don't. Because the 10 of Cups is, you know, having everything you wanted and finding love and everything, and it's just a good card. So it's like he's gonna be victorious of protecting himself or what he believes in, and that's gonna be like after the 9th episode. We'll see what happens in the 10th, but so far, unfortunately, looks really good for Sir Christoph. Damn. I really wished it wasn't. Man, I'm in a mean mood today. I'm gonna blame it on COVID. Honestly, it's freaking illness made me so emotional. Which was the first for me. I don't think I ever felt an emotional residue like this from a physical illness. But let's see. So we checked the queen. Because the princess and Damon wasn't in here, it's gonna be more interesting. So let's check. The princess, we check the young king. Who do we need? I don't think we need more than Damon and the princess. Which is, yeah, I still haven't learned her name. There's just so much similar names in in the show, and I'm always bad with names. So I don't think I will ever learn her name. I'm so sorry. It's not because I'm ignorant or I don't care. It's just that I don't know. And my mind works differently. I'm good with faces, not with names. Okay, let's see. Ooh, there's hope. There's hope. Which kind of, you know, I think I can see that because how they left things with the queen, there was hope. And, you know, the star comes after the tower, after the devil, after death. The star comes after hardship. It's not that kind of a hope or healing that you just experience when you wish upon a star and you just want to be hopeful. It comes after going through a lot of hardship and still finding something in you or other people or in the universe or whatever that still want to make you move forward. So that's a hard-earned hope. And I think that's important. Because, you know, what she went through, that hope was very much needed and hard-earned. And we have the Eight of Spears and the Four of Swords. Eight of Spears, Ace of Wands, a lot of, you know, it's news coming in, obviously. Which, you know, she will get the news while this episode happens, I'm assuming. So there's a lot of movement. It can mean traveling, so I don't think that she's gonna stay where she is. I think, you know, they're gonna get on some dragons and come for the throne. Even though Four of Swords, she would need to, you know, take some time out because the Four of Swords is always a reminder, at least how I read it, is to take some breather because you're overdoing things, you're not complicating, you're over just doing. Yeah, I think that's a good word right now. You're overdoing things. You don't need to always do. Sometimes you can just be and stay still and rest. And that's what, you know, she would need. And if you look at this card, you know, there's the star over there as well. And if you look at this card specifically, it has the dead Jon Snow, I think, if I remember correctly. I mean, that's what I interpreted when I went through the deck. So there's the dead person in the card as well, but it's not about her. It's more about her father, because, you know, she's gonna learn that she lost that. And I'm not gonna... Should I read? Yeah. Let's do Damon separately. Let's not diminish him. And I'm gonna pull some cards for what to see in the next episode. Which is so... I'm kind of bummed that I couldn't do it, you know, real time, so to speak. Ooh, the tower for Damon. Eeks. But again, I think he had a tower previously. And I kind of felt like that, you know, he's that young, naive thing looking up. This powerful presence in his life, and it could be the crown, it could be the throne, the titles, or expectations even. But you know, the king was his brother, so. But we have the Ten of Coins, which is about legacy as well. It's not just about financial security and figuring things out. It's about legacy. And you know, who's gonna be the king and who's inheriting the throne? Where is that legacy going? Is pretty much. Ooh. What's coming? And what's gonna be important. And we have the World with Judgment, 2 major arcana. So it could be that in this today's reading, the World card is actually means traveling through oceans and, you know, moving through the map, so to speak, and about the kingdom itself in a more literal way than, you know, how it's usually. That's why I love this deck for these readings, because they play along so well with the show. And, you know, Judgment, he is that force. He can be that force to bring judgment and judging and executing the judgment on others. He definitely did that previously. And I think he stepped into that role as the... is his title... is it the king consort or something like that? I don't even know. Never know. It would be, you know, if the princess would be queen. So yeah, interesting. Please kill Kristoff. Please. I'm annoyed with that guy. And, you know, with the slimy one as well. I don't wish that on the pirate prince. I just wish him to be kept away from other people. Let's find a deserted island for that guy, because, oh god. And maybe some therapy. Yeah, better. Okay, so I hope you're still with me. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'm gonna go back and probably watch the last episode now. Please do let me know how did you like the 9th episode. And let's talk about everything in the next one. Bye!